Hello everybody, this is Zeta, pretty snazzy walkthroughs, Majora's Mask, 3 hearts, and we are back with some more Pirate Fortress storming goodness. Alright, so this scene is kind of important. It gives you a pretty big hint as to what to do here. See a beehive right above where all these pirate chicks are hanging out. And it's kind of funny watching yourself with that stone mask on because it looks so freaking ridiculous. Bruh, and they're arguing about the stone Zora eggs because they think the Zoras are going to pay a whole crapload of money to get their eggs back. But the flaw in their logic is the fact that they keep all the eggs hidden here, so how can the Zoras even get to them and say, oh, we want to buy our eggs back? Oh, too bad. And the other ones were stolen by sea snakes, which we're going to go get those later. Wait a minute. And those are eggs the only clue about the dragon mist or something like that. Something cheesy. Something to do with the huge cloud over the water temple, and basically Skull Kid tricked them into saying, oh, if you go to the Great Bay Temple and cause some mischief there, you can get a whole bunch of money. But they fell for it, and it screws them over later. Alright, so shoot that down. I really thought I missed it there, but whatever. And it's a pretty amusing scene here where they all got chased away by the bees. Yes, these are like the same type of bees you can find around the world. And that chest is pretty important if you notice how big it is and how it's on its own rug in the middle of the room. Alright, if you can go over to, if you continue more onward in this room, there's a couple of pots with arrows in them. Alright, so if you go into here before triggering that scene and shooting down the bee's nest, as soon as you break through these barrels, you're going to say, hey, a kid with a funny mask is in here. Which I always thought that was kind of funny. Whatever. Okay, so we're going to need that in a moment to pick up that egg. And have you guessed what their treasure is? It's something pretty important. Ba-da-da-da. I was probably off there. Hookshot. It's similar to the one Ocarina of Time, except this one's yellow or something. I don't know. It looks like a spring-loaded shovel almost. But whatever. Okay, so this thing, you can usually grapple onto either wooden things or very obvious targets. Yeah, there. I was trying to guard myself. I always have trouble with these things, no matter what the situation. Just try to kill them as soon as you can. They die in one shot, fortunately. I think they might have taken... No. They always die in one shot, no matter, even Ocarina of Time they did. But they're really annoying, because it's all just patience. If you're impatient, you will get hit by them. Simple as that. Simple as that. Okay, so there are 4 Zora eggs in the Pirate Fortress, and there are 3 of them in the Sea Snake's den. This video, we will be getting all of the ones in the Pirate Fortress. I think, at least. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure I grabbed all of them in this video. Okay, so now you have the hook shot, the whole fortress is opened up to you. And also, if you have to leave, there's a shortcut to get all the way back here. Now, all of the eggs you can find, they're up here in places like that. Alright, whatever. Alright, so make sure, unless you want to waste an arrow, have your stone mask on. If you get it, then that's a little silly of you, because why would you not want the stone mask in this situation? Oh well. Alright, so if you go in here, there's this big chest in the middle of the room. Now, there's no important treasure in here. I was worried that it might be a heart piece or something, but, it's just a big silver rupee. 100. I'm pretty happy. Yeah. Even though, actually, I'm more angry because I forgot to, over here I was kind of trying to figure out what might have been the way around what might have been over there. Thought there might have been something, but no. Over there is most likely just a shortcut to get through the room without wasting some arrows, which, I don't know, it seems pretty useful. Just thought I'd show that off. Okay, so you go into this room, blocks on you, which implies you're going to have to fight something. So, basically, for the rest of these eggs, you're going to have to fight one of these pirate ladies. They say, oh, you think you can trick us with that mask? Oh, so that was pretty cool. Now, my way of fighting them is just kind of randomly slash them. It takes like 2 or 3 hits with the gilded sword. I think it was 2 there. But they say, oh, use L targeting. But if you have 1 heart or less and they whack you, you'll get thrown out. If they don't deal damage to you, they'll just throw you out. Or if they do their fancy schmancy spin attack, sort of like the Gerudos in Ocarina of Time. But try not to be too careless, which my carelessness kind of screwed me over later. But don't worry, it's not going to be shown on the video, wasting your time, because I try to be as efficient as possible. I mean, in one of the upcoming areas, it's kind of annoying, and the efficiency kind of dies a little bit there, but whatever. Yeah, see, I was impatient. Before it finished turning, I went and attacked it. And also, this is probably one of the reasons that I had a little bit of trouble later, because I got careless fighting this thing. I'm careless and impatient, and that always screws me over. Alright guys, so remember, it's kind of like that cheesy moral, that silly folk tale. Slow and steady wins the race. Oh well. Alright, so remember to put your stone mask back on, otherwise they'll catch you. So just be careful of that. Now, if you notice, we only have 3 empty bottles, so we're gonna have to. I'll have to show you where we're gonna put those things, and then we'll come back for the last one after we put them in there. Okay, so use these things to get back up there. Alright. So when you head into this room, you notice there's like another like small stealth thing that could have been a problem if you weren't wearing the stone mask, but I am, so it's not a problem at all. Haha. Yay for practically cheating. You can give yourself a pat on the back for being able to do that, and go in here and fight another pirate. Halt. And notice they're all wearing different colored clothing for some reason. Just keep randomly slashing. It always works. Always have. Always will be. Always was. Always will be. This is where the journey ends. Never where. If you got what song I was poorly referencing, then good for you. You got a bunch of points in my book. If you know what song it was, leave a comment and then I'll say, haha, good job. If you didn't get it, then just don't bother. Alright, here probably the best way to deal with this is just to electro shield the crap out of them. And that chest, I don't believe there's anything important. It's probably just a couple of rupees, if anything. Yeah. These pirates always seem to leave around chests with a bunch of random rupees in them. I don't know, there's a lot of places in the game where you kill a couple of enemies and then a red rupee chest appears. Actually, no, it's usually in those secret grotto places where it's like holes you have to dig up yourself. Alright, so now we're going to warp all the way back to the shoreline, and we have to. You notice there's a house there that we didn't go into. Well, we're going to go into there now. So wait for the Song of Soaring to work its magic, and then we'll go inside the house. Okay, now that we're back here, climb up this ladder. Ladders, they always. And I kind of wish preferred games would use stairs more than ladders, but I don't know, I guess maybe ladders make a little bit more sense. Ladders just seem to take too long, you know what I mean? Whatever. Fun fact about signs, if you cut them down, you can play the Song of Healing to make them go back to their original form, which I always thought that was kind of funny. I mean, there's no reason to show it off in the walkthrough here. Alright, so at first I was really confused about what to do with these eggs when you bring them here. But probably it only works if you stand like in the middle of it. I mean, it doesn't really look like you can just kind of randomly put them through the bars, because most games aren't that nice to you. I mean, if you can stand on the bars, I wasn't thinking that you'd be able to put the eggs through the bars, but I mean, they look pretty fat too, and they definitely don't look like they fit in those bottles. Oh, bottle physics. Kind of like how you shoved the Deku Princess in there. Alright, so now we're going back to the Pirate's Fortress. You're going to need Stone Mask, Zora Mask, and that. Probably the most useful items you can get here. Zora Mask. Zora it up. And Zora actually, I really think the swimming is really boring unless you like hold down, he'll keep like bouncing out of the water. I mean, after a while he stops doing that, but whatever. Alright, notice that enemy down there, that's a like. They've been around since like the first game. What they do is if they eat you, which is their way of attacking, they'll steal your shield or something like that. I mean, in Ocarina of Time, they also stole your tunic, which was pretty annoying because they're pretty expensive if you don't get it back. Alright, so they're more of a mild inconvenience. Also, if you're hanging around the shore at nighttime, more towards the area off to the other side of the shore, you'll see giant likes just kind of chilling around. And they're kind of bothersome, and unfortunately I missed this here. Now I have to swim all the way across. Now I could have been Zora and make this a little bit faster, but I decided I can risk it. This is another reason that led to my downfall against that Gerudo pirate later. Yeah, just one pirate gave me a whole crap load of trouble and made this recording last like 40 minutes and was really annoying. I could have done this in like 20, but no. I wasted like 10-15 minutes just trying to beat one pirate that I just couldn't beat for whatever reason. Oh well, that shows me for thinking I'm the greatest thing ever. As I said, as I've always said, everything that can go wrong will go wrong while I'm recording. Alright, so this is a nice little shortcut they give you there. I don't know, to make it easier for the pirates maybe, because the hookshot was theirs and we did steal it. I don't know, maybe. I don't know, Zelda's kind of like implying, stealing's okay if you do it from bad people. But still, stealing is stealing no matter how you look at it. Unless you're taking something back, I suppose. Whatever. Alright. I always think there's going to be something in that pot there. If you notice, it's also like evening now, signaling that I've messed up a lot. I'm trying to get my bearings here, figure out where I'm going. First, I'm going to show you where you can get a couple of recovery hearts if you need them, which in this case, I do. Zoom. They are up here. You have to go all the way up to the... I don't know why I did that. But I always notice if you're standing on top of that, if you press your hook shot too early, he'll just hold it out and do nothing with it, kind of like what just happened there. Which is pretty strange, but it's not like game destroying, make you cry and sad. Alright, see them right down there? You have to jump off from here. You have to kind of do it at the right angle, otherwise you'll probably miss. But, I don't know, it's not too hard of a jump to make. I've made it every time I tried to do it, so I'm sure you can too. I don't know if I've stressed it before, but I'm really not a pro at this game. I mean, I'm doing it with 3 hearts. It's kind of being cocky, I guess. Whatever. Alright. Now, some of the doorways just lead you straight outside. So if it looks like the door is on the outside wall, then don't bother going through it. Like the door that we were facing a second ago, don't go through that one. Alright, so here we got another mini stealth thing that could have been difficult if you didn't have the stone mask, but I don't know how the arrow aiming would work in that camera angle. Okay, and this was the final pirate we have to fight. I think you can probably end up fighting them again if I don't know. Here, see, if they start giving you trouble, then see, right? I only got hit once this whole fight, but the other times when I was fighting her, I only had 1 heart left. If she hits you and you have 1 heart left, it'll immediately throw you away, which is kind of cheap. I think it should just be like throw you away when you die or something. I don't know. But one of the positives about dying in doing a 3 heart run is that normally when you die, you'll respawn with 3 hearts. But in our situation, since I already have 3 hearts, like I only have 3 hearts, I'll always spawn with all my health. So that's a pretty good thing to look forward to. At least I think I don't know, maybe that was only in the early games when they did that. It was pretty ridiculous. It was much more manageable in the newer games, but whatever. The earlier games really ticked me off in like every way, shape, or form. I've beaten the first one, but I've always had to use a whole crap load of save states and all that stuff just so I can save time. Like every time I died fighting Ganon, which I thought Ganon was pretty hard. Everyone's like, oh, he's so easy. I'm like, no, I died a lot fighting Ganon in the first game. And it was really bothersome going through the entire 9th dungeon again and having to get my full hearts again every single time I wanted to do it. It was so annoying. Whatever. Alright, so we're going to go all the way back there. And also, we're going to learn a new song pretty soon. But don't think it's in this video, is it? I don't know. But first things first. Oh wait, no, we have to go and, yeah. Get the other 3 eggs. Silly me. Alright, so first things first, you're going to want to drop that egg in there. And I will see you guys next video where we will go to Pinnacle Rock and try to get the last 3 eggs. See ya.